pretty good word, party folk. It's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on Mars's day. It's Tuesday, January 16th. Sun's almost at 27 degrees of Capricorn, which means it'll soon move into Aquarius. Before that, it will meet with Pluto at the anoretic 29th degree. So it'll be a fun, fascinating year, right, Libra? This message is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. I am your Mile High Priest. I also have other sign placement readings and collective readings, so feel free to check those out, regardless of whether you have a distinguished Libra placement. This may still resonate with you. I have been meditating on the Magician card. Here is the Golden Dawn Tarot. And then I also love to look at the Radiant Wilds Tarot. This is, here are the Magician cards for those two decks. Libra with Saturn and Pisces, we do have a lot of obstacles in the way as we embark on our paths. This is not meant to deter you or offset you. It is meant to bring you to the new in a little bit of that discomfort through hard work, through process, through elevation, right? Through that kind of spiritual ascension that is required of us when we work with Saturn, especially Saturn in Pisces. With that, I do have the Moonology Oracle, since it is the first quarter moon tomorrow in Aries. So this harkens back to April of last year, so spring, mid-April. Perhaps you had just invested time and energy into a new thought bubble, into a new manifestation, and so now we are embarking on that path, and we'll see it flourish over the next few months. In October, you'll want to recalibrate by acknowledging what has actually manifested. Right now, the time is great for you to get the show on the road, right, Libra? I think you're in a little bit of rest mode after what has transpired this fall and culminated in this winter over the last few weeks. So with that, Libra Magicians, Libra High Priests, Libra High Priestesses, Libran Queens, Libran Kings, this is your highest royal, most beautiful court. I am your mercurial jester with your effervescent, inspirational, hopefully somewhat comical, but still resonant messages for your divine inspiration, your human exaltation, your spiritual exaltation, your spiritual evolution, your overall human growth. As I mentioned, Libra, I have the Moonology card here, Moonology Oracle cards, because of the upcoming first quarter moon in Aries. It's been very snowy, so I hope that all the scraping isn't causing too much commotion here with this video. The cards we'll pull will show us what the first quarter moon is illuminating, what to acknowledge as far as what needs alignment with your vision, your goal, your manifestation. That Aries card won't leave. Coming back into your confidence, Aries will be of great importance. So rest, yes, rest assured, and actual rest with your archangelic team. The number 4 is really significant, and the number 44 is an archangel number, so it is leaning to to those angels, those archangels that sit closely with God, okay? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. There will be a full moon eclipse in the spring. There will be a full moon eclipse in the fall. The full moon eclipse in the spring is falling on your node, okay? On the south node being in Libra. Changes in the body, changes in the home, changes in how you perform. So the gifts that you bring to the collective as far as like your job, okay? So the number 11, master number 11, and the number, archangel number 44. Yeah, step out of your comfort zone. The north node, right? The north node is in Aries at the moment, and the south node is in Libra at the moment. So you're remembering now through bodily experiences, through any sort of experiences that are leave you exposed to community, all of those notions and all of those aspects are highlighting notions from childhood or from past lives. So gifts that you maybe put down, a dream that you put down, a dream that you may have had as a child. You maybe are already in alignment with it. Okay, here we are. Your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus is at the bottom of the deck. And then I do have communication is key, the new moon in Gemini. That will happen in the summer. So I was getting that sort of, not a stopping point, but just a break point in the summer where you will start to actually then speak on this new, it's like a new line of work, a new endeavor that you'll have embarked on by then. You'll start to align it with like a promotional in a promotional manner. So you'll begin to like speak about it and promote it and market it. For now, it's about attaining the vision and aligning the vision. So like actually making the plan and then being excited that this will actually come to fruition, and you'll see it in October, okay? During the next set of eclipses, you'll have wrapped up this cycle already, and it'll be that culmination in the fall of your vision. So it'll be that beginning of this journey, actually, or the beginning is now, but you'll actually show, it'll show in reality, right? It'll have manifested in this realm, and you'll work in it. You'll actively be working in it. But this new year does mark that expansion into this new cycle. There are a lot of new cycles beginning in terms of with Pluto moving into Aquarius this year and only retrograding in Capricorn for a few months. It really, for you, it does mean the beginning of this longer cycle. We do have the new moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. So the new moon in Libra in the fall will be very significant for you. It's for now, it's concluding and leaving behind what has transpired already, right? And not staying in that zone. So if you're still sort of bogged down by a lot of what has happened. It's acknowledging the movement ahead and focusing more so on the movement ahead, and not so much it's not so much talking about it, it's actually being about it, right? So like actually getting started. So your wand has been pointing up to the stars for the most part, and now God, your spirit team, the archangels want you to get, well, we have the card number 34, shape-shifting, and card number 16, journey, Yukuna. Yeah, you are aligning with a new, well, not a new vision, it's a vision that has come back to you, and that seems fairly new, or it seems new to you, but it is a vision from past life, from childhood. It's the gifts from your south node. So you are a speaker of some sort. You are meant to publish or somehow your word has to be out there, but for now your word must take, it's like the word, your speech, your word must take a back seat, because now your wand points to the earth, which means basically get to work on this new project, on this new vision, to make it come alive over the next few months. What will help you to make it come alive, and what will help you to move away from the past, from feeling stuck. That can be very fast. That can be an energetic push after getting some rest, after receiving rest, after receiving the word of God and working with your archangels, working with the archangelic realm, and not so much speaking about it, right? So getting to work. In the summer, you'll have more time to expose and promote and talk about your new beginnings. Until then, it's best for you to sort of like put your head down and work. We have rosemary. Wow. Yes. And milk thistle, peaceful warrior. So shapeshifter, peaceful warrior, and journey. Libra, you are the peaceful warrior, okay? Is that a pose, a yogic pose that's speaking to you a lot at the moment? I have here card number 3, rosemary, ancient memory. Wow, we were talking about ancient memory, and this is the sun and Mercury, okay? So the sun and Pluto, Mercury and Pluto, Mercury and Neptune are talking. Neptune, Pluto and Neptune were talking last month. The sun and Mercury were talking last month. The sun and Pluto are talking this month. They're all going to meet with Venus, who is one of your ruling planets, or is your ruling planet. So all these guys, Mercury and the sun, Pluto and Neptune, they will all be meeting with Venus. If not, the conversations that have been had between all those planets will finally arrive at Venus's footsteps, and a lot of it has to do with this new path that you are embarking on, that has a lot to do with your line of work and how you help others and how you're of service to others. This means that you have to leave, either energetically or physically, you have to leave something behind, leave a place, leave a place, because you're shifting into a new arena. Your line of work is becoming more destined and therefore focused, more in alignment, right? So Mercury, okay, clearing the mind. Your mind may still be back there, where you were hurt, where you were misled, where you placed a lot of trust, where you had to acknowledge that that wasn't the right place for you to be. It's like you're still there, okay? So the only thing you need to communicate is that you're to your soul that you're no longer there, okay? Wow, Justice card number 11. See, I was getting the number 11, and here we have Justice. Boy, that really wanted to come out, Libra. Libra, you guys are like, have been my teacher this last week, right? Here you have Justice card number 11. And here you have Last Judgment, card number 20. Card number 20. So yeah, what? Leaving the old you behind. Leaving the old place behind. Letting karma be served. Acknowledging that karma has been served, okay? Wow, you have 3 major arcana here. The moon. Okay, so what will allow you to flow for the moment? Rest. Because there's a lot of a need to shed, and now perhaps there's mourning in a way where you are really acknowledging the loss that has come from this, but you're not staying there, okay? You're actually moving ahead, which is great. I have here the Knight of Wands and the 3 of Cups, so acknowledging who your real friends, what folks are actually meant to support you, and shining the light on those that are no longer meant to be in your vicinity because they are not your supporters, they are not your true supporters. So you've been enlightened to all of that, and now it's like a time of actually shedding all that and leaving that old ego behind, leaving that old ego tendencies behind, okay? A lot of very emotional awareness, a lot of emotional movement, okay? So move the body in a way. Perhaps that pose, Peaceful Warrior, speaks to you, where it allows that energetic flow. Allow your emotions to flow in, flow out, okay? Here we have the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Scorpio energy. So Scorpio has been really significant in your last few readings, and we also have the Judgment card, okay? Pisces is very significant in your last few readings, and here we have the moon, okay? Venus, like I told you, Venus is gonna have to meet. She has to meet with all of these folks. That's what's going to move you past a lot of this, okay? So the energy right now, it's not so much stuck. It's like it needs to move. How can it move? Libra, move the body. I know that you guys are really into movement, but what is that one particular outlet that will allow you to both rest and both acknowledge that you need rest and also clear your mind and clear your energetic pathways? Oh yes, I did pull from the Herbal Astrology Oracle. Here's your Hermetic Tarot card pull, and then I have the Wild Unknown Tarot from Kim Krantz. This exciting Wild Unknown Tarot deck, very popular. I'm sure you guys have worked with it or seen it. If you love tarot, you know. If you know, you know. Libra. I don't know what kind of mood I woke up in today, but I'm very like, it's that Capricorn sternness. Like I'm in like just teacher mode of like very straightforward, very cut and dry. I think we need to bring a little bit of order in the Libran court. Okay. We have the Six of Swords, okay? And we have the Two of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. This goes along with your new romantic cycle. But remember, it's leaving the past in the past, okay? Do not romanticize the past. There's like this, there's your ancient memories trying to kick in, and you have 3 swords cards here, okay? So there's a lot of clarity needed. You haven't quite fully moved away from some sort of mental jaggedness. Something caused jaggedness in the mind, okay? I believe that it is the flow of your emotions that will allow your mentality to clear back up, okay? The Nine of Swords. Over and over, running through what happened, what has happened, why did it happen, why does this continue to happen to me, why do I continue to be put in these instances where my trust is taken advantage of? Well, there is something greater, there's a greater spirit trying to align with you, okay? There's something trying to cause discomfort, okay, so that you can step away from it. Whatever is causing discomfort, you're meant to move through it and away from it, right? Six of Swords. And I said you were mourning the loss of something. Perhaps this is the loss of a community, a group of folks, or specific friends that were not being that were not justified in the actions that they took against you or against your line of work, okay? It has a lot to do with how you move in work, how you appear in work, how you do your work. You are still attached to a way of you performing work and how it was looked at and how it has caused you to shed the light on a lot of deceit, okay? And now it's like you're running that through the mind. Will you decide to move away from it? Will you decide to step away from that which doesn't serve you? It only causes indecision, and it only leads you to become imbalanced, right? Okay. What will allow you to shed away from it? It's knowing that when you move away from this false sense of stability, there's actual real stability for you to have. The Four of Wands, baby. Again, we have the number 11 and we have the number 4. I believe 11 and 44 are very significant to you. Perhaps you would like to call on Archangel Metatron, who is associated with my guy over here, the Magician. Okay. Archangel Metatron sits very closely to God, next to God, okay? Archangel Metatron proved to God that they were able to take on the role of this higher archangelic figure, okay? So Metatron was granted archangelhood, okay? They were not an archangel until God granted them that to them, right? Like, then they were able to sit next to God. So it's like, you're going there, you have to align all of your vision that you've had in your mind that is coming to you as a download, that the greater gods, the greater universe, your gurus, your folks, okay? Your ancient wise ancestors are all bringing to you. You're downloading that. You're in the midst of downloading that as you deal with all this nonsense and mistrust and misuse and abuse and deceit. And now, like I told you, like how this figure here, Mary, points the wand down, okay? Now you point from your wand up. You point down. Okay, I have another Magician card that shows that action a little bit better. Here's the Wanderer's Tarot, right? Where they point one wand up and the other wand down. Okay, now you take time to allow all your visions to flourish, allow all your visions to come through. What's blocking it? You actively remaining in the past, romanticizing the past, okay? You actively thinking about the deceit and the wrong that you have incurred or that has been brought onto you, right? It's all about shedding this away, okay? It's about you remembering that there's another path meant for you. Now you're fully aware of what you were wondering. You've been wondering, okay? So here's the Rest card. Here's the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like you keep getting caught up, right? Why do you keep getting caught up? What form of deceit still keeps you locked in, okay? How can you acknowledge it? Through rest and through speaking to the archangels and to your angelic team, to your spiritual wise ancient ancestors, acknowledging that you can go to them during these times and that you can allow them to help you to shed away from this repetitive sort of thought mode of why does this continue to occur? Why does this happen to me? Why does this continually happen to me? Okay, because you are meant to see that you have many choices, but many choices are misaligned, and there are many other choices that you are not looking at because you're kept in this state of ruminating and reliving, it could just be the quality of time right now. It could just be that you need to acknowledge how much rest you truly need as you repair, reemerge, as you rejuvenate. It's more rejuvenation. It's more you coming back to balance. It's more you coming back to you. Wow, the death, transformation. Yes. Re-emerge, rejuvenation, seeing what is actually, so going from that black and white to seeing what is actually flourishing and what is actually meant for you to water and to keep in your vicinity. Okay, so in the Virgo reading, someone asked me, what's the catch? Okay, well, the catch is you have to do the work. I'm sorry, but if something's in the way of you, like in your work, which Libra, I see you work, and then something gets in the way, like something in the mind, right? Okay, but what's the catch? Were you actually admitting to, and I'm only fired up because I'm like, the freaking catch is like you have to work towards it, right? So the catch in your reading, Libra, a little bit of order, right? The catch in your reading, Libra, is that you have to make room for God. You have to make room for God's hand. Do you want to sit next to God like Metatron does? Yes, you do. I'll answer that for you. Yes, you do, beautiful Libra. Yes, you do, handsome Libra. Yes, you do, enlightened Libra. You are very much enlightened to the mysteries, to the cosmos, to ancient memories, okay? You must regain your rest. You must rejuvenate through rest, okay? And acknowledge that there's a lot of past grievances that need to be let go so that you can go from this on-off, stop-start, on-off, stop-start tendencies to actual, let me just receive what I meant to receive. Let me work towards it in a continually balanced, continually emotionally stable, and mentally clear manner so that I'm able to receive the word and divine guidance from God, okay? It's a little bit too bright. That's beautiful. Of course, this is the Ace of Cups, okay? Regardless, you are now showing how you're coming up, you're coming out at the top, okay? Get some rest so that you can fully acknowledge what needs to be let go. It's mostly these lingering thoughts of the past. So rosemary, ancient memory, rosmarinus officinalis, remembrance, ancient memory, multidimensional sight, recollection, commitment, loyalty to a vision. Okay, reverse, nostalgia, longing, dissociation due to trauma, induced amnesia, resurfacing of past emotions, confusion, astrological ruler, Sun and Mercury. Rosemary has been used medicinally dating back to the ancient Greeks and Romans in 500 BC. Dried sprigs of rosemary even showed up in Egyptian tombs as early as 3000 BC. The ancients were well acquainted with this hardy shrub, which had a reputation for strengthening the mind and memory. It became the symbol for fidelity for new lovers during wedding ceremonies and was used in religious rites and at funerals. During weddings, it was entwined in the wreath worn by the bride and dipped in scented water to bless the union as a symbol of the sacred moment and eternal loyalty. Even today, rosemary is used to improve memory. Legend has it that the Virgin Mary, mother of Jesus, as she fled from Egypt, sheltered next to a rosemary bush. She threw her cape onto the bush, and the white flowers turned blue. Since then, this precious herb has been called the Rose of Mary. Ruled by both Mercury, the planet of the mind, and the Sun, the planet representative of our base, ego, and superego, rosemary embodies this holy connection, the mind of the ego to the superego, the higher mind. This card signifies past feelings and emotions are resurfacing from deep within you. You may find yourself remembering and accessing ancestral memory that resides within your DNA. Rosemary assists us in healing through multidimensional sight, reminding us to use the power of vision to see beyond the constructs of everyday life. Don't disassociate or get consumed by the veil that broadcasts emotional imbalance. Call upon rosemary as a guiding light to see beyond the veil of confusion and stay committed to the vision that moves you. So step out of that comfort zone. The past is over. There's an ancient memory. There's a calling. There's a new cycle that it calls you to embark on for the next ever so decades, okay? With this Pluto transition into Aquarius. Less talk, more rest, okay? Less seeking nostalgia and yearning for the past. More allowing ancient memory to come through clarity, through emotional stability. Okay, Libra, you've got this. Pack very lightly on your journey. I honor you. What a wonderful reading. I always learn a lot in your readings. I hope that this message resonates with you. Please pack very lightly on your journey, and I'll be back with more messages very soon, okay? Keep it real.